Hey guys, back again. I just cleaned up my desk real quick and I forgot that I ordered, well, I didn't really forget. I put them aside and I guess you could say I forgot. I put them aside and I kind of forgot. Whatever. I ordered these eyeshadows from Coastal Scents. What day was this? I ordered them, it doesn't say. I ordered them on the 14th. And I believe they got to me by like the 18th. Something like super quick. Turn around, maybe the 17th or 18th. And what I did was I decided to go on to UrbanDecay.com and Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't know if you guys know this about me. I like palettes, but I'm not super in love with palettes. Anytime a new palette comes out, I don't feel the need to run and go get it unless I really like the colors. I have some palettes here and I like to travel with some palettes. But I really like individual shadows a little more, and like I bought the Lorac palette and I barely ever use it. So I don't know why. I never really use it. I think I've used it maybe 3 times and I've had it for a while. So I might just pass it on to my sister. But what I did was I went on and I compared some colors from Coastal Scents to Urban Decay and then Coastal Scents to Anastasia Beverly Hills. So what I decided was, instead of paying $50 or whatever it is for the Urban Decay palette, I was going to get the individual shadows, and if I use them, I use them. If I don't, I don't. I only wasted $2 for the individual shadow, you know, instead of wasting the whole money on the palette. Like the little rock palette, that was $40, I think, and I never use it. So I just did kind of a comparison from the computer, and hopefully I got them pretty close. I literally made a list for myself stating the Urban Decay color that's in the palette and then also the dupe to it from Coastal Scents. So hopefully I got them correct. I'm gonna put them in my Z palette. This is my last empty Z palette, which kind of makes me like but I know I'm gonna have to purchase another one soon. But what I'm going to do, you know, I don't know if you guys know how Coastal Scents comes, and I actually appreciate their packaging, because on their package it names the color and then it also names it on the, oh no! Jeez Louise. It also names it on the actual eyeshadow pan itself. So what I will do is I'll put them in order and... yeah, I'll put them in order and I'll come back and show you. Ah! Okay, so I finally finished unwrapping them, and this is what my palette looks like. I don't know if my colors are 100%. My friend Jess, I think we're going to do a collab video for some makeup looks. If you wanted to get the Urban Decay Smoky palette or the Anastasia Beverly Hills, what is it? Shadow Couture? Yeah, Shadow Couture palette. She's going to be doing the tutorials with those two because she's a lover of palettes. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not really. I mean, I do like palettes, but I don't gravitate towards palettes. I'll be honest. I've purchased a couple palettes in the past. I use them for a little bit and then I end up giving them to my sister or using them just once in a while for one color, and I'd rather just purchase individual shadows sometimes, make my own palette, and I know I'm getting my money's worth from it. So here, the top two rows of eyeshadows, these are my dupes for the Urban Decay Smoky palette that just came out, and then the bottom 2 rows are for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture palette. I had to close my eyes so I could think of it. Don't worry about these 2 colors here. Those are just 2 colors that I liked and just decided to put in the basket, and they fit perfectly in the palette. And then this black color here, I just took it from my Morphe palette, or my Morphe Z palette that I made myself. So don't worry about that one. I couldn't find a black Coastal Scents one. I'm not sure if they were out or not, but I could run through the colors really quick. So this top one here, this one is supposed to be the dupe for Dirty Sweet. This one is called Camel Taupe. Wait, let me make sure. I feel like that's right. Yeah, because I put them in order and I tried to put them in order on my sheet here. The second color here is supposed to be Urban Decay's High, and then this one is Coastal Scents Cocoa Diamond. The third color is supposed to be Radar, and I used Coastal Scents Deep Cider. The fourth color here is supposed to be the dupe for Armor, and it's Coastal Scents 11 Midnight. The next color here is called Slanted, and I decided to pick up Blue Moon by Coastal Scents. The next color here is, it's supposed to be Urban Decay's Dagger. This is the dupe, and the color is called Tanzanite. And then this last color on the first row is supposed to be the dupe for Black Market, and it's called Incognito. So next we're going to drop down to the second level here. This one is called Smolder, and I decided to get the Gypsy Silver color from Coastal Scents. The next color in is supposed to be the dupe for Password for Urban Decay, and this one is called Ash Gray from Coastal Scents as well. This next color is the dupe for Whiskey, and I decided to go with Timeless Taupe. This color here is called Peach Puff, and it's supposed to be the dupe for Combust. And this last color here, that would be from the palette. Like I said, don't mind those two. This one is supposed to be the dupe for 13, and it's called Powder Pink. So, and it's really the powder pink. I'm like, I don't know how they got powder pink, because to me it looks white. But those were my choices for the dupes. Hopefully I'm pretty close. I'm supposed to be meeting up with Jess sometime this week just to see how close I was. Like I said, I literally was going from my phone to my screen to my phone to my screen, and that's the only way I could do the dupes. There might have been a better way, but that's I went kind of off of like if Urban Decay said it was a set, and I clicked on set and on Coastal Scents, and then I looked through the colors to see which one was going to be the best match. Hopefully I did it pretty well. And if I did, I'm going to be so excited. And just these two colors, like I said, these were two colors that I really liked. And you guys know I like a nice champagne color. But this color, I believe, is called Flesh Tone. Let's see. This orangey color, no, it's called Dark Mango. And then this last shimmery color here is called Flesh Tone. This one's called Flesh Tone. So that reddy color is Dark Mango. It's not in any of the palettes, like I said. Dark Mango and then Flesh Tone. I like those two colors. So now onto the bottom. Should I cover up the top? I don't know if that will help. The bottom two, these were my closest dupes that I could find on the website for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture palette. Like I said, I did do a list. See if I put that white there, it's going to wash me out. Hopefully you guys can see. Hopefully this is working well for you. But I just want to show you really quick. Okay, sorry, my twin sister text messaged me letting me know that she may have to bring my nephew to urgent care because he has a really bad diaper rash. Is that TMI? I don't know. Okay, so the next side of the eyeshadows that I purchased, like I said, the last two rows are going to be dupes for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture palette. When I first looked at the palette, I said it's really, really pretty, but I don't know if I use all the colors. So like I said, I'd rather waste $2 in this than purchase the whole palette and just not gravitate towards it because I know I'm only going to use one or two colors. If I don't like any of the colors here, I can always give them to my sister or just not use them, put them in a palette, you know, and call it a day. To me, that's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a waste because I only, you know, it's only $2. So, okay. So I will tell you right now, I think I'm pretty close on them. I'm not exactly sure. I think there's like a green color in the palette that I think this one might read as a green when you swatch it. I'm not sure. If not, I think I might have another dupe in my drawer. But from this palette that I got a long time ago, this is from Morphe, but we'll see. This is all a Coastal Scents purchase. So, we will start. So, the first color here is called, wait, let me see. Let me just make sure I'm correct because I tried to put them in order as I went. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this one is Coastal Scents Beach Bronze. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Bronze. Okay. This one right here is called Bronze Peach, and I tried to do it for the dupe Spoiled. Hopefully I got that one correct. The next one is called Petal Peach, and this one's the soft peach from the Anastasia palette. This one right here is called Deep Roast, and it is a fudge color. It's the dupe for Fudge. Let me just make sure. Okay, so for the color Morocco in the Anastasia palette, I had two colors to go through and I wasn't exactly sure what tone it would have been. So I decided to purchase Oktoberfest and Harvest Brown. So Oktoberfest, Harvest Brown. So out of the two, hopefully I got pretty close. If not, maybe a mix of the two will work. The next color down is called, this one is the dupe for Azure. And this is Indigo Dream. And then the last one in this row, this one is called Deep Eggplant. And I was trying to get it for the dupe of Heirloom. And hopefully I'm pretty close on that one too. And for the next row, this one is called Spiceberry from Coastal Scents. And I was hoping this was going to be the dupe for the color Intense Gaze. And here is Coral Treasure, and this is supposed to be the dupe for Bellini. This one I also believed, for the color Bellini, I was going between two colors from Coastal Scents. I was between the color Sun Dried and then Coral Treasure, but when I clicked on Sun Dried, it was sold out, so I just decided to go with Coral Treasure. The next color here is called Saint Topaz, and this is supposed to be the dupe for the color Metallic. The metallic says it's a brassy gold metallic, so hopefully I'm pretty close with that one as well. The next one here is called Mauve Frost, and this is supposed to be the dupe for Pink Champagne. When they listed it and when I was reading online, they said Pink Champagne was a shimmery pink titanium finish. So I think I got pretty close with that one. For the Anastasia palette, they had a color called Noir, and that was just like a deep matte black. And I didn't purchase one from Coastal Scents only because they didn't have one that I could purchase online. I'm not sure if it was sold out or not. But this one is just from Morphe Cosmetics. I'm not sure of the number. It's so hard to pull these things out sometimes. I'm not sure. Okay, and the last color in the palette is called Aluminum Taupe, and it's supposed to be the dupe for Chic. And they said Chic was a taupe gray shimmer finish, and when I was online, I was between another two again, and I was between Camel Taupe and Aluminum Taupe, and I just decided the Aluminum Taupe was hopefully the closer color. So I will be doing a tutorial with these colors coming up because I know a lot of people are going to be getting the Urban Decay palette and the Anastasia palette, and I know for those people that are kind of like me that like palettes but don't care to buy them all the time, this may be really cool. If you just like some of the colors here that I like or some of the colors out of the palettes, and hopefully these are close dupes, I will let you know. Yeah, and this doesn't even have to be a dupe palette if you guys don't want it to be. These are some of the colors that I was attracted to anyway, and like I said, if I don't like them, I don't like them. $2, and it is what it is. But hopefully you guys found this video very informative. I will be doing a swatching video once me and Jess get together, swatch to see how close I am to the colors that are in my palette that I just made and the palettes that she will be getting. So stay tuned for that. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And like I said before, I like Coastal Scents. I like their stuff. I know I was online and I was looking. They said their cosmetic line is cruelty-free, which is a plus. So that is the colors if you want to look at them like that. And I just like these two colors here. I feel like I'm going to be getting a lot of use out of that one. But this is what my palette looks like. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully all is well with you guys. Please remember to be blessed, well dressed, and not stressed. And I shall talk to you in the next one. Thanks, guys. And Q was sleeping. Does anybody else have a Yorkie that sleeps all day? Because mine sleeps all day. And he does not know how to fetch. Can we play fetch, please? But anyways, I shall talk to you guys in the next one.